We're going to carry on from where we left off last time. I've made a few changes to the system since then, and I've got a few more in mind I'm going to be making. So, although it won't really affect the way things work out after I've done this video. Right, so let's go to the estimate. As you'll notice now, the last estimate we actually created is the first one we view. Now, so it goes straight to the last one, because I thought it'd be easier. You haven't got to go try and find nothing then. Right, so that's the estimate we've done. If you notice there's a new button here, one work order. That is the actual order, work order you created when you approved the estimate. So what we want to do is we want to go and work with that work order now. And we click. As you can see, from where I left off last time, you've got the work call type, work type, and the job type. Now you change the job type to installation, because obviously it's no longer an estimate. It copied the actual other one, which I may actually take that out. But it's a chargeable job, house rewire and installation. Now what we want to do is we want to add some add-ons. I'll go for that. I'll do a little add-on for this one just to show you how it works, but that won't be till later. What we're going to do now is we're going to add some products to our products list. This will, from this moment on, anything you do will affect the stock. So products will be taken in, put in stock, taken out, put in stock, blah blah blah. But from now on, whatever you do now, if you assign items to a work order, those items will be taken out of stock and assigned to that work order. Alright? So what we're going to do, we'll add one item. If you notice there's a button up here, if you want to add a few items at a time, it's up to you. I've worked it easier. You add one item there, and if you notice it says on the right hand side list, products used, estimated, estimated and used, estimated 2, used 1. Alright? But I don't really want to do that, so I'm going to delete that. I'll program another way to do it. What you can do is, I thought to myself, well, people are just going to want to do the whole lot. You know, they won't muck about. The only time they muck about is if they're actually doing additions, and that's when that'll come into play, which I'll show you a little bit later. Right, so just click the button down the bottom, add complete list and number estimated to use parts, which you can see we've done, and they're all equal. Right, so say you've got a item for your estimate, which is quite possible. Obviously this will be added to the actual work order, but it won't be charged in the estimate, because at the end of the day you've already given the estimate. You can't muck around with, because you've got something. Well, it's up to you if you want to do it that way. Right, so we go. I thought about putting a light pendant, so I've got a light in, and let's go to the ceiling rose. Just get one ceiling rose. Actually, no, let's make it worthwhile. Get 3. Alright, and just click that, and you can see there it's got. I've highlighted it there. Lighting ceiling rose 3-plate pendant. Alright, there's none estimated. That's just so you can actually know what's going on, how you're doing on your estimating. You can actually find out if you've had to add any items, blah blah. You know, it'll tell you what you missed out on estimates, so you can get an idea later on in reports and things like that. Now, what you can do, if you want to add something that's not in this list here, and just click this button here, alright, and then you can add it in normal way, like I showed you on the products video. Alright. Right, now one other thing. This button down the bottom, it says there are six estimated parts and 6 used parts added. Alright. So what we're going to do is we are going to filter. You see that when I filter that list, when you've got additions, what's going to happen is you've got items in the actual unique parts list or products list that I've just showed you on the right hand side here. I'll just highlight one of them. Alright. Now, by clicking this button down the bottom here, which you click again and return to the full list. So you click it once, and it takes the list out. Click it again, and it puts it back. All right. But what we're doing is, it'll be easier to explain when I get it. But basically, it'll look for items that aren't in the list on the right and put them in the list on the left. So if you've got additions, it'll separate them, so you can actually add them to the actual products used. But it won't create a new product. It'll just add to the number used or something. But I'll explain that. I'll explain that better later. It's quite detailed, and I'll probably mumble quite a bit. Right. Now we've got that done. I'm going to quickly go and show you how to actually do a date. Just assume, well, let's just mark source as estimate. Alright, it should be internet say. Obviously, there's no purchase order. It's a private tenant, so or whatever, private property. Now click on the open diary at this date. Now there's no date, so what it will do is it will open the diary at today's date, 1st July. Right, and you'll see I'm actually on holiday today. I'm not here. Right. Alright, so what we want to do is, while we're assuming the actual person's on the phone and we're talking to them, click your calendar there. Say they've agreed they want to start the job on the 15th, Monday the 15th. Alright, and just click enter, and that changes the date for the 15th. And you notice here you got the job details here and the actual description here. I've just highlighted it. I'll explain more about this later, but you can edit the description just by going like that. That'll come into play a little bit later on. So what you want to do is we're adding like a week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have not Steve Jobs, because Steve does most estimates. We'll send Cole Smithson there. All right. Now I've brought up his week view. If you see that, that's his whole week view. Now I'm going to try and make it a little bit easier later. I've not finished programming this, but we're going to send him in Monday to Friday, 8 AM to. You just double click it, all the hours. Alright. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a little wizard for that, because obviously it's that one needs to be deleted, so I'm going to delete that one. Yeah, see, that's how easy it is to delete them. It only lets you delete one at a time. So I can just, alright. Right, I won't bother doing it anymore. You can see the idea. The wizard will do it all for you, and it'll check for any overbooking sort of thing. And you can see it's come up there as this week. If I go to tomorrow on 16th, it's there as well, or 15th, 16th. So he's basically been booked for those 2 days between 8 and 5 PM. Alright, and we close it, and you see it's now come up with 20 hours booked to this particular work order. The first time is 8 AM on Monday the 15th, and days so far is 2, and employees is 1. Now, if I remember rightly, I put number of days, hours per. I put 2 employees. So what I actually said it was for 4 days, although it probably wouldn't take that long. But I'll adjust that and play with that a little bit later. But that's basically it, and I'll take you over the next parts, which you add in additions later. All right. Cheers. Thank you. Bye.